Hey guys, let's talk about the template kits for aluminum post or aluminum fence. We have the aluminum template kit 2.1 here. This will give you a route pattern for a standard 7/8 by 1 residential rail. That's typically what's used on the end of these rails. They have the clip end or the notched end. Okay, that's about a 7/8 by 1. Fits in these posts. Okay, if that knot's on up, it's a factory route. This kit also has the larger size hole on the other side that allows you in the field, if you were to cut this section, not have to put that notch or clipped it rail in on it. So that's a full size rail. If you use the other hole on that insert to route your hole in the post, the full size rail will fit inside the post. So we just open the hole up rather than putting the clip in the bottom of the rail. This means that your cut in is going to be inside the post, and you have a cleaner look on there. As opposed to if you were to try to cut these notches in, oftentimes guys are doing it with a sawzall and grinder, and they overcut in multiple directions. And you can see that finish after it's done. So this main frame, this aluminum template kit 2.1, has the standard route at the top and the larger route at the bottom. When you snap that on the 2-inch post, it'll self-center itself with the tabs on the back. You can turn those tabs so it'll fit a 2.5 inch as well, self-center. When you lock that on there, you would line up the lines with wherever you want the top of the hole or the bottom of the hole be. Measure your post, put a tick mark on the post, line that up. So with the line on the template kit lines up with the mark on the post, not the top of the hole. And that's because the holes in the template kit are bigger than the finished route. And that's because the router bit that we're using is custom made with the collar at the top of the router bit. Keeps the cutting edge away from the template kit itself. These template kits are made out of high density polyethylene, which gives us a clean, sharp edge, and it will not scratch the post by sliding up and down your finished post. You can do this in the field or you can do this in your shop to route those holes. The very important thing to note is once you locate that on your post where you want the route to go, clamp that thing in place, what you want to make sure you avoid is plunge routing in there. I would not plunge route into that aluminum post. We've seen a lot of bits get broke that way. We've also seen a lot of templates get destroyed and posts get destroyed. We don't try to route the hole without a pilot hole first. Step bit works great for that because we want to have a pretty large hole. We don't want to just drill a 1/4 inch hole there. So one neat thing about these drills I learned recently, you typically lock them down like that, take them back one click, and this won't loosen up on you. Just about every chuck is that way. So. So I drill a hole about 3/4 inch. That should be big enough. I have a long step bit. I don't want to go all the way through and hit the other side. There we go. Now I've got the thing clamped down. I'm going to make sure that I can plunge that right into that hole, route this. I'd recommend turning it off before you pull it out so you don't catch an edge. Now that's going to be your 7/8 by 1 inch hole. Okay. If you want to make that hole larger, so you have this from the factory, and you want to make that hole large enough to fit the whole rail into, it won't fit like that. We have the larger hole template kit. Again, this one has it on the other side, so I can just flip this over and route a larger hole, or I could route a bigger hole to begin with. But I want to show you this